All right, greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends and fans are hungry and we're all taking a snack break. You guys are making me want to go grab some Cheez-Its. I'm your host, Jason. With me is Tim.
I
He's
mean,
up top.
Cheez-Its are good. Stick your hand in that Pringles can.
Down below is Bill.
Yep, good old rock and roll McDonald's.
Yeah, we'll see how far that goes in the grinder. And we're talking Fiona Apple. We're talking 2020's Fetch the Bolt Cutters. We're a playlist link channel, so if you just found us randomly on this video, we're old. We like to drink. We like to talk about music. We've talked about all these other records. Click that playlist link channel.
That's
All
right.
right. Down to the nitty gritty. We're going to talk about. This was the first. This was my first Apple record that I heard all the way through. I actually,
Oh,
I,
wow. Okay.
I got this on vinyl. Um,
Nice.
I wish I would
I
have got an
looked
original
at I
pressing.
looked at it today. It's like you can't get it for under $100 anymore. So this final's taken off.
The original pressing, yeah, it's mine's not an original. Mine's a black, but
Oh,
it's 180. Oh God.
that sounds great.
Oh, the production on this on
Okay.
180 analog. We'll get there, but oh yeah, the
Yes,
original
we
pressings are
will.
worth some
Yes,
money.
we will.
Who will start this one off?
I mean, I'll start it off. You just set it up. Um, I mean, obviously Fiona's been doing like interesting production things throughout her entire career. And I listen to some digitally. I've not heard this thing on vinyl, but I can totally hear where this was designed for vinyl. And so that in and of itself, you got a vinyl supporting artist doing shit the real way. I'm behind right off the bat, right? And then I remember when this album was coming out because obviously 2020 um, was a special year for everybody.
It was
And
fun. Yay.
yeah, so I definitely remember when this came out. Obviously, being in the midst of a pandemic, which I worked through, I did not get to just sit at home. Um, so my time was limited, and we were kind of inundated with home projects, and that was kind of how this one was advertised. It was like, well, here's a home project or whatever, and no, this is oh so much more. And you saying the vinyl sounds amazing really makes me want to hear it on vinyl. So it made my list of albums that's got to get bought. Um, I want I want you to love me. Um, it's a really strong opener. I was not expecting the dolphin sounds at the end. Um, that was an interesting vocal choice, but it worked. I'm not against it. I was not expecting it though. Uh, Shamika, I mean, it's a good song. I could see why it won a bunch of awards. It's very indicative, like, of this whole album. This album very much feels like 2020 modern pop production. It's a very sparse album, lot of vocal harmonies and textures, which all work really well. But they really come in to play on the title track. And then really it's after the title track where the song kind of picks up for me. I thought Under the Table and Relay were both really cool. I really like the percussion on Relay. Um, and then really the rest of the album, I'm sure it sounds great on vinyl, but I think in the grand context of things, I mean, at the point where you've hit, mature songwriting mastery level, at that point, it's just you just start cranking them out, and we've hit that point. And this one didn't necessarily connect with me as much. But again,
Wow.
I've only heard this a couple times in the last couple years. But I might check it out on vinyl, hearing that it sounds that good. Um, but for me, especially in the last half, I mean, they're all great songs. I love the double bass on "Ladies." "Ladies" as a whole, I thought that was a really good song. "Heavy Balloon" is it's very Fiona Apple. It sounds great. For me, though, the real musical, emotional centerpiece of the B side of this album is "For Her." That's a fantastic song. And then I really like "Drum Set" and "On I Go." I thought "On I Go" was a pretty solid closer for this album, but I also feel she's done better. Um, this was the album for me that really flew by. Um, Definitely need more time with it. It's one of those songs, or it's one of those albums, I should say, where the whole thing feels pretty good, but and so when you get into the nitty gritty of each individual song, it'll become that much better. But at this point in my own personal musical journey, I'm not sure if I'm here for that. It's a fantastic album, though. She has yet to disappoint, but this one did. It felt a little. I mean, it's like when you write the greatest song of all time, where do you go from there?
I mean, I get all the criticism, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, because it's not criticism. I'm not criticizing this
right.
album.
The I get where you're coming from. Like this, to me, this record, I think the first half is really good. Um, I mean,
But it does kind of fall off. Yeah.
I'll run through it. I do think "I Want You to Love Me" is tied with "Every Single Night" for the best opening track. I love the vocal melody on the verses and her holding those notes on the "you." To quote my wife, it's about 3 measures past where I want to murder her. End quote. And that's why I love it. It's so
Yeah, I can see
uncomfortable.
that. I can
Like
see that. Sure.
it's so uncomfortable that it's amazing. Especially the last one. Insane vocal performance, and she answers the age-old question. But I know a sound is still a sound around no one. You know, the whole "if a tree falls in the
Yeah,
forest."
if the tree falls, yeah.
Shamika, it's a fucking banger. The YouTube video that first got me interested in her was a live performance of this song, and watching her play this, I couldn't take my eyes off of her. The emotion, the energy, it was just special. The title track, the verses feel almost like a stream of consciousness, like kind of like an Ani DeFranco, but also more in depth.
Yeah, I can see
Uh,
that. Yeah.
there's a Kate Bush reference 2 years before
Yep.
Stranger Things brought her back into the mainstream.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Yes, I caught it too.
I love the line, "I thought being blacklisted would be grist for the mill until I realized I'm still here." Under the Table, I would beg to disagree, but begging disagrees with me. The chorus will get stuck in your head. Kicking them under the table, it's fucking good. Relay does this really cool Native American vibe type chant. Rakahiz, it's slow, it's fun, it's interesting. Fiona's voice cracking through it is really good. The percussion and newspaper, it's odd, it's earthy. Like throughout this whole album, it's
Yeah.
a very like stripped down, earthy feel to it.
And yet it's a
Um,
digital album. You can hear it was done, at home on a computer.
yeah, it was recorded at her house. You can hear her dogs barking. Like
Yeah.
Yep.
they were on shroom. Like there was a lot. There's a lot. The production. Like just read the production of this record. It's super interesting. Ladies, it's so unhinged lyrically. I love it. Nobody can replace anybody else. So it'd be a shame to make it a competition. Like it's kind of like an apologetic. Like I don't know. There's a vibe to this record, but after that, it kind of
Yeah.
falls off a little bit. It's her lyrical approach isn't as interesting as previous records. It's very repetitive, and like her voice is more, and she said this in an interview where it's she kind of treated her voice as another instrument, as not as lyrical but as
which is the Patton approach.
musical.
And it's not the first time we've mentioned Mike Patton in this discography. There's a real artistry to this thing that it makes a lot of sense to, you know, those of us who witnessed these years.
Yeah, yeah, and it works on some level, but I think it also like detracts from some of her other stuff. For her, again, the percussion is super fucking great. The tempo changes, heavy ass lyrics. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, the outro, top song contender. Drum set's
yeah.
great. On the go, not as strong as past closers, but again, I wouldn't skip it. Um, it's just a very raw, very earthy record for being 2020. Like it feels
Well,
like a
and here
2020
we are in
record.
2025, and sign me up. When is the next one coming out? Because I'm pre-ordering it. You know, like this is an amazing artist who, over the course of these 5 albums, has really shown growth, um, emotions on every level, just a musical mastery on every level throughout all 5 of these albums, that I'm here for. Like this is an artist I think that I'm certainly going to support. So I would want any of the viewers here at ODD, like you guys should check. Guys should be on board with here. Get on this train because this train's moving right now, right?
It's a
Not like
moving.
we're doing some old ass band that doesn't put out albums anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I mean, if you might know the name, you might know Criminal, but just pick up any of these records and just listen to it. Like
Yeah,
it's.
and you know that I did see there's like a bunch of one-off singles and all that good stuff. I'm definitely going to be getting
I want to
into.
hear a cover of Heart of Gold.
Oh,
She
that's
just recently
great.
covered Neil Young's Heart of Gold.
I bet that's great.
I did hear her latest single. It's like a political driven, um, you know, women being locked up in
Them be
court.
the times, yeah.
Like
I'm sure
it's
it's
good
great.
too. It's
I'm
very
sure it's
fetch the
great.
bolt cutters though. Like it's very repetitive and
Well, and the beauty of something like Fetch the Bolt Cutters, and the beauty of living, a quarter into the 21st century, is that you can just record songs at home. And once you have enough for an album, you have enough for an album.
well, Bill, what did you think of Fetch the Bolt Cutters?
Yeah, so this was unlike you two. I didn't know that this happened in 2020, wasn't listening to it beforehand. So, as alluded to in the first album, this was, brand new discography for me. So, I Want You to Love Me. Uh, but had a nice funky beat going on, that was really awesome to hear with the piano. It's just a nice, pretty song to hear. Shamika was a fast-paced song, but I really enjoyed they also had some pace changes that I thought were really done well. Fetch the Bolt Cutters, the title track. It's just a fun song, just a fun beat to a song that's not really fun lyrically when you listen to it. Under the Table, damn, this sounds awesome with the piano and the drums together. Top song contender. Relay, yeah, it just kind of happened for me. Uh, Rack of His, great song. It was repetitive, but it was effective in the repetition. Newspaper, another top song contender. Holy Emotions, Let's Go. Ladies, I put it was good. Heavy Balloon had some cool stuff going on with the instruments, I thought, in the background behind the vocal singing. Cosmonauts, great transitions. And just say I just had some great transitions and some interesting parts here and there I enjoyed listening to. For her, the drum on and off helps. It's another acapella type based song at times. Uh, I enjoyed it. Drum set was a solid song, and the closing track "On I Go." But it was a good closer, but it was nothing crazy for Fiona Apple.
All right.
Yeah, I mean it's the fifth album. That's usually a deciding factor, and especially when you're like, okay, so when you throw the fifth album up against the first album, how does it fare?
Yeah,
Always a turning point in a career. And I mean, I don't know who has the dot, but
you do.
oh, I do. Okay, cool. I mean, for me, it goes up against that first album. And looking at these rankings, I'm guessing Jason is doing the same thing. So I'm going to
Hmm.
guess that both Jason and I both have this at number 5.
You're wrong for me. It's my number 4.
You are okay. Yeah, that first album. Yeah, I might take the first album over this.
And I mean, I can see it. This is definitely the. I don't want to say the weirdest. It's the mo. It's the one that stands out the most. I think.
It continues to show growth. Again, I'm on this train. Like from here on out, I'm buying Fiona Apple records. I'm like trying to go to this live show. Um,
Yeah.
this is a great discography.
Where do you think Bill has it?
He'll probably have it at like number 4.
Close. Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. Okay. Um, yeah, this is a strong album. I think just in the context of the entire discography,
I mean,
there's
I was gonna say for me, it was just personal preference on some songs over other songs. Like that's what it came
sure
down to.
no, and I can see this being really strong. But I also think like we've had so much strong stuff come before, and while this is really good, there's nothing necessarily new here.
I see that.
I think this is her most unique, unhinged album. Where like
It's
there's no record label, there's no like
Yeah, I mean it's
she's
very much of the time. It's 2020, but I mean honestly, Extraordinary Machine is a little more unhinged than this. Like
I don't know, man.
even
This is
this is
the
pretty unhinged.
title's pretty unhinged. So
this is a very fierce record lyrically.
yeah.
I mean all of her records are but this
Well,
one
we're at color code time, right?
yeah, we're
Yes,
at
we
color
are.
code time.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody even start with yellow?
Anybody starting with yellow, raise your hand.
I don't know yet. It was gonna be a game time decision for me, and it's game time, and I still haven't made my decision.
All that time out, brother.
Ugh.
I'd
I'm
stack kicker.
I'm tag teaming someone in.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go green all the way across. I think all of these are must hear records, and
Oh,
I
look at
could
that.
like the only reason I'm not giving either wheel Ramones gold is because I need more time with it. But that album was so fucking good that I could see in the future giving it a Ramones gold.
Yeah, I'm starting with green too, but I think my top 2 albums deserve Ramones Gold. Like those are just incredible albums. And I definitely need more time with Extraordinary Machine. I've had a lot of time to Win the Pawn, and it's just as good. And I've listened to Win the Pawn for decades, and I've yet to get tired of it. In fact, every time I hear it, I'm like, why am I not listening to some more?
That's every record, man. Every record you can just throw on
Yeah.
and just.
Fantastic discography. Again, thank you
There's
for
not a
bringing
bad.
this.
I was worried because you guys kept talking about the same top songs. When we get top songs, it's like, okay, well, if they steal my top song from Win the Pawn, I'll just throw a dart.
Yeah, I mean, you got enough choices for sure.
Well, Bill, it's game time. You're in overtime.
Yep. Yep, I'm in overtime. I'm gonna give Idle Wheel yellow.
Oh, that's a crime. You is a criminal.
I'm gonna go green though. Up through number 2. And then I'm also gonna give Ramon's Gold to that Win the
Man,
Pawn.
y'all need to reach out to Taste Like Music.
Why?
Because they said
I mean, it's hard to
peaked
say
at
she's
Win the
peaked,
Pawn.
though, because it never dropped off.
No, let's say there is not.
Well,
It
they
doesn't
dropped off at the eye of the
off.
wheel, according to Bill.
A slight misstep. You never know what's coming next.
It's personal preference with a lot of it.
Yeah,
Honestly.
exactly. Yeah.
That album's a fucking. You know what? Fuck
Even
y'all.
though
I'm,
Jason
gonna,
has a
I'm
number
giving
one.
Ramon's
So, yeah,
Gold
clearly,
too.
Yeah,
I'm
go
going.
into
Fuck
it skeptical, but it's gonna be a banger.
I'm not saying skeptical.
Well, Bill is though.
Oh yeah,
You got it number one.
Yeah, caution,
Yeah.
skeptical.
And so when you take that average, which is where I have it at,
I'll give it gold, man. That album's fucking lyrically, it's up there with some great records.
well, and it's interesting. Like it's almost the polar opposite of Tidal too, as far as our rankings go.
Let's say I got Tidal up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah. It's interesting. Yeah. We're all over the place.
This was a fantastic discography, though. So yeah, I can totally see every album being your favorite.
Yeah, honestly, just pick up any of these motherfuckers.
Right?
Just pick up any of these motherfuckers. If you like music, pick it up.
Fiona Apple.
So you need something playing while you vacuum? Fiona Apple. Need something while you're driving? Fiona Apple. Need something when you're working out? Fiona Apple.
Need something when you're making the sexy time? Fiona Apple.
No, Alkaline Trio.
I mean, I could see Fiona working too. I could see it working. It ain't no Portishead, but
you got to mix it up.
Yeah, put it on a playlist.
All right, put it on shuffle.
Speaking of playlist, we're a playlist link channel. Up next is our top songs for Fiona Apple. So,
here we go.
Here we go.
Oh boy,
throw a fucking dart. I ain't worried this time. Be safe and make great decisions.
I used to walk down the streets on my way to school, grinding my teeth to a rhythm invisible.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again. Yo, come back now. Are you here?